Live from the party capital of the world,
We like to party.
New Orleans, it's the Dance Party with CJ.
T-Dub holding down Louisiana. Absolutely. Let me make sure I got all the settings correct here to pull Trinere up when it's time for her to come up. Scott Phelps, nice to see you. We don't want any debacles like we had last night. I didn't know what was going on.
CJ the DJ Freestyle Throwbacks.
Very exciting. I am excited as well. It's going to be amazing, yo. Trinere is expected to be here in about 10 minutes. At about 8:15, 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 on the West Coast. And we will get this party started. Trisha, nice to see you. Bertha. Hello, Bertha. Lady B69. Oh, I gotta turn this fan off, y'all. I'm cold. I'm not dancing yet, so Glad to see everyone. I hope y'all had an amazing, amazing Wednesday. Absolutely. Bad news, nice to see you. Welcome in. Oh, this is hump day. Chanel said it's hump day. It absolutely is, Chanel. Can y'all hear me okay? Does the mic sound loud enough for everyone to hear it? Beautiful, Lisa. Beautiful blue eyes. The Jersey girl. Nice to see ya. I'm shaking, y'all. Look. T-Dub, I need a shot. Yo, Trinere. What? Thank you for those 1,000 likes. Myra Moore. All right. Chanel says breathe. Let me zen out a minute. All right. Better.
Playing your favorite throwbacks. It's your boy, CJ the DJ.
Thank you, 305. Oh my goodness. It's happening, y'all. Ocean Blue, nice to see you. Chanel, you're not allowed to leave anymore. Thank you, Trisha. You know, I've interviewed a few artists, but none. So just a little backstory, y'all, before Trinere gets here. And I told her this on the phone yesterday. So I've been DJing for over 30 years. Star, thank you. And I have been playing Trinere's music that long. I remember playing her song, How Can We Be Wrong? I remember playing I Know You Love Me, you know, many years ago. And for this to come full circle and for me to be interviewing her in the year 2025 is something that I never, ever expected, right? So I am very humbled. Gaba, nice to see you. Rhythm 98 in the building. This is something I never expected, and I am so humbled to be a part of this promotion for this concert, and it has opened up many doors for me. Shout out to Charlie Rock. Charlie Rock has been instrumental in making this happen for me, so I appreciate him wholeheartedly. I really, truly do. Y'all just hang around. The Queen, Trinere, should be here in about 5 minutes. I told her to come at about 8:15, 9:15 or so, just to get some people in here. I didn't want to have her just sitting around, you know. She's the Queen, so we want to make sure we have some people here for her when she arrives. So y'all share the live if you don't mind. Share it out to anybody you know that likes freestyle music, anybody you know that would appreciate Trinere's very first. This is her first, y'all. First ever interview on TikTok. She's never done it before. I'm her first interview on TikTok. And, yeah, so I'm very humbled. Yes, Trisha, she definitely will. She was in here last night. She was vibing with the chat during my live. And like I said, I spoke to her on the phone. She's very down to earth. And she loves people. She was definitely a people person. So, yeah, y'all are going to really, really enjoy her for sure. Y'all, and if y'all have any questions for Trinere, she is very talented in Sight Zone, absolutely. If y'all have any questions for Trinere, jot them down so you don't forget them, because when I'm finished with the interview, I'm going to open it up to you guys. If y'all have any questions for her, I'll bring you up in the box, and you can personally ask your question to her yourself. You don't have to type it in the chat. We won't do that. We'll bring you up in the box. We'll let you personally ask her any question you may have. Just keep in mind that, we want to stay along the TikTok guidelines, because if not, you will definitely get banned and blocked, and we don't want that to happen. So best behavior, but we will definitely bring you up in the box and let you ask your questions to Trinere if you have any.
Freestyle favorites with CJ the DJ.
So how did everyone have an amazing Wednesday? How was y'all Wednesday? Looks like the Queen has arrived. She is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see if this works. There she is. Hey, Trinere, let me bring you up. Hang on one second.
Okay. Do I have to do anything else?
Hi, Trinere. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Queen Trinere in the building, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
I'm doing well. So my picture isn't going to pop up?
It should. All you have to do is click on your picture right there, and then it should bring up some options. You'll see a camera, a thing that looks like a video camera.
Yeah.
And just hit that, and it should allow you to open up your picture.
Okay, I'm there. And now what?
Click on the little camera thing. Y'all, like I told you, this is her very first TikTok interview. So just
I
bear
did
with
click
us.
on the camera thing.
Does it have a line through it? No?
No, I see myself.
Do you? I wonder why I can't see you. Yeah, it has to be something on your end. If you see anything, just start hitting buttons. Usually that's what I do, and I figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely nothing on this end here. We'll get it figured out. Hey, now I think you muted yourself while you were doing that. So look at the microphone. Does your microphone have a line through it? Yeah, I can't hear you. So I think you muted yourself in the process. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute you. Wait, what's it saying? Wait 36 seconds.
What about
There we
now?
go. There, now I can hear you. Hello, Queen.
So I'm going to turn you up so I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you better now. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen, Trinere, is with us tonight. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm going to turn my lighting down a little bit because I feel
Okay.
like I have a spotlight on me. Yeah. Yeah, right there. I'm good right there. Okay.
See, you're a pro at this already, and this is your first time doing a TikTok
Yeah,
interview.
doing the
So,
TikTok live. That was pretty easy.
yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you've
Don't
been
call me
hiding,
Queen.
what's that?
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in case y'all been hiding under a rock, this is Trinere, y'all. Trinere. What?
Hey,
I,
TikTok people.
I am so humbled that you're allowing me to even do this. So, first, before we even start, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. I know that you usually don't do these things on TikTok, or you haven't yet. Maybe this might change your mind a little. We might be able to get you back. Who
Yeah, they
knows? But
started up. This, yeah.
that's right. That's right. So, you know, tonight, the whole thing is we're promoting a concert. I have the flyer up behind me. It's, as you know, October the 11th, ladies and gentlemen, in Orlando, Kissimmee, Florida. Many great artists on this lineup. This is a smash. Like I was amazed when I saw the lineup here, and most of you already know who they are. And Trinere is one of those artists. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight. I'm gonna get into a little bit of some questions, and we're gonna dig into your little brain a little bit, musically, anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome, awesome. Let me see something here. Hang on one second. All right, so if y'all ready, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask Trina some questions. And like I said, towards the end of the questioning, if you guys and gals in the chat would like to ask Trinere a question, are you open to that, Trinere?
I am. It's okay.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right, good.
answer everything, but if I like the question, I'll
Yeah.
answer it.
Yeah, yeah, we have moderators. I absolutely have moderators, so they'll be moderating, and everybody knows in TikTok that, we have to abide by the TikTok community guidelines. So everybody
Yeah.
knows they're going to be on their best behavior. If not, we'll take
Yeah.
care of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get started, and after I ask my questions, we'll bring up everybody one at a time, and you can personally ask your question to Trinere, and you won't have to type it or anything like that. We'll let you ask it. The moderators will bring you up and then take you down. Okay, so I know you grew up in Miami, right?
Yes.
And we all know that Miami is a melting pot of different styles of music. How did
Yeah.
your early environment shape your musical taste and your aspirations for music?
Okay. Well, like you said, Miami is a melting pot. So I was raised around all styles of music. Okay. All of my neighbors were either Puerto Rican, Cuban, Black, white, and Jewish. So I grew up in a multicultural neighborhood and environment. And my parents, especially my parents, made sure that I was well versed and rounded in music and in just everything in life, right? So the music that was played in my home was always, for the most part, R&B music, soul music, um, like your Marvin Gaye's, your Isley Brothers, your Isaac Hayes,
Yes. Yes.
Al Green, Phyllis Hyman. I grew up on soul music. But my community, I heard a lot of salsa. Okay.
Salsa.
Yes, a lot of that was, just growing up in Miami and also reggae music, So I had great influences, in the community in Miami, the sounds of, Latin music was always on the radios. You had like your WEDRs, your Power 96, you had a little bit of the Latin flavor, then you had also a lot of You had black music as well with WEDR. You just had a variety of music playing in Miami.
What
So,
what what year? Like what year are we talking about? Like mid '80s
well, I'm talking
or
about basically my entire
from the
life.
'80s
That is
on?
what I listened to. But
Gotcha.
growing up in school, that was like in the 70s, the
Yeah.
80s, because I'm not a young girl, I'm 60. So,
Yeah. Well, you
so
look amazing. Let me just
thank
say
you.
that
Thank
you don't
you.
even look 60, so you look amazing.
So the 70s, growing up in the 70s and the 80s, that's what I heard. So it had to be, I mean, I came out in 1984, right? And my musical taste was already basically formed. I grew up listening. I loved like your Tina Marie's, your Phyllis Hyman,
She
Natalie
has an
Cole.
amazing voice, Tina Marie, by the way. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
Her voice, oh, Out on a Limb, that song.
yeah, yeah. And so those were my huge influences, and my community. When you grow up in Miami, you hear everything. It's very Caribbean. You get the best of everything. You get great soul music, you get good Caribbean music, reggae music, you get great Latin music. You just get it all. Miami is the best city to grow up in. It just is because you have everyone there, and you embrace everyone. And that's how I grew up, loving everybody and loving basically all kinds of music.
Now, didn't you do something with jazz music as well?
I did. Jazz was a big influence in my life growing up. I would say it pretty much started when I was in high school. I started like listening to your Al Jarreau's, um, Phyllis Hyman, Randy Crawford, different artists like that. And originally, that was the lane that I wanted to go in. And I applied for a scholarship. I got a full scholarship at the University of Miami School of Music. I majored in musical theater and jazz, and that was the lane. That's where I wanted to go. I
Right.
wanted to sing the smooth jazz, and that's what I wanted to do originally. But I always had a love for dance music. I loved Madonna. Absolutely loved Madonna.
Yeah,
So,
she
you
was hot
know,
back in the day
she
too.
was she was Madonna was a huge influence
Wow.
for me in the going into the dance direction. You know, yeah.
That's awesome. So, did your jazz training kind of influence your approach to freestyle music?
No,
Is
it
that how it
absolutely
worked for you?
it didn't. Not at
It
all.
didn't. Okay. Okay.
It did not. I am a. I'm also a classically trained vocalist, and I really wanted to do more with my vocal abilities, but I didn't get a chance to really um, go in that direction. That is not the path that God put me on. So when I met my producer, Pretty Tony, who
Yeah,
also,
that was going to be kind of like my next question was with your collaboration and your partnership with your producer Tony Butler, Pretty Tony Butler. Um, I know that was pivotal in your career. So can you share some insights into your creative process together with Pretty Tony?
yeah, so when I met him, the way I met him was really interesting because I sort of dropped out of school, music school, had a full scholarship, and I went to pursue some work with the Mary Jane Girls, Rick James and the Mary Jane Girls in Buffalo, New York, and I lived there for a very short time. And I just one day after about a year or so, I decided to come home. And when I came home, that very night is when I met Tony. And so that night, I drove up. I met his the owner of the record company. He was at this party that I was at, and he started talking about Tony, and he reminded me of the song when I hear music and Lookout Weekend. And I'm like, yeah, I know those songs, right? And that's with Debbie Dad.
Debbie Deb, right?
So Debbie, her music was released like in 1983, and a lot of people forget that Debbie was one of the first to get into the dance music era, which is now called freestyle music.
Right.
So I knew those songs, and so when he said, "Well, that is the producer at my company," and I heard that he could sing, blah blah blah. Long story short, I ended up going up to West Palm Beach to meet him. That first night we met is when we recorded "I Know You Love Me." He already had
My favorite, by the way. I Know
yes,
You
my
Love Me
favorite
is
also
my
to
favorite.
perform, my very
Nice.
favorite to perform. So he already had that track, and he wanted to hear what I could do with the track. And so he had another girl on the track, and I just kind of listened to it just as a reference. And I just kind of like got it in my spirit, and I killed it. I killed it. And so basically, the song that you hear now really was done like in one take. And
Really, one
yeah,
take.
with a lot of energy behind it too, because Tony didn't really believe that I could sing. He thought I was just this cute little groupie that
Right.
wanted to come on the scene and be around, producers or whatever. But I was like, no, I can sing a little bit.
Let's listen to a little clip of that song. I Know You Love Me by Trinere, y'all. Check it out. This was her very first song. I love that. That
Yeah.
Why are you hesitating? How long must I keep waiting? I know you say you love me. Why don't you show me? You talk, but you don't listen. You know what you've been missing. I just don't have time to play these games.
Woo! If I tell you what, when I was DJing in the clubs back in the day and I played this song, I knew for sure if I played this song, the dance floor would be packed. That is a fact. Just how did y'all it's an amazing track and the I guess that synthesizers, right? Right?
Yeah, no, that was a guitar. That was a guitar that
Was
someone,
that a guitar?
yeah, that was
Okay.
a,
That to me like just
yeah,
it
that's
just
my
you feel
favorite
it.
part.
Yeah.
That's what really, to me, sets it off because I always loved rock and roll music, and I actually asked him to add that in there, add a guitar.
Oh
And
my goodness.
once we really got familiar with one another and we kind of gelled, because the first night we didn't. I went in and I just tried to prove a point. No, brother, I can sing. Okay, put that track on. Let me show you what I could do. And so, after a couple of days, I told him I think a guitar would be great on that, and he listened to me, and he added that, and we just started recording one song, one hit after another. We did All Night, then we did I'll Be All You Ever Need. We just kept recording. We didn't stop, and that's why in 2 years, really, and a lot of people don't know this, in a span of just 2 years, mostly all of my main hits that people still love today, like I'll Be All You Ever Need, I Know You Love Me, How Can We Be Wrong? They're playing our song All Night. All of those songs were released within 2 years.
Okay.
And usually people don't record, maybe they only record one song in 2 years or in 3 years. Some people still, 40 years later, still only have one or two songs.
Right.
So in 84, between 84 and 86, all of those songs were released. And after that, then my R&B album came out, and I did Rock into the Rhythm, Alone at Last. Other songs came out after that, going up to, I would say 90. And around 90, 91 is when I stopped recording.
So you quit completely in around 1991.
91, 90 was when we recorded, like, we recorded that last R&B album. And then 91, around 91, 92, we did a remix of When I Hear Music in 91. That was with, that was a Debbie Deb remix. So we thought it would be fun to do that since he was the producer, and, you know, he originally did the original. So it was my favorite, one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs. And I said, you know what? I would love to do that. I would love to do that song over. And we did. And then 92 basically is when I chose to go a whole nother path. Another path, yeah.
And what path was that?
You know, I took a spiritual hiatus. You know, I
Okay.
just really started ministry for God.
Nice.
Yeah, for the evangelist thing.
Yeah, I
You know,
believe Johnny O does that as well, right?
working for God, huh?
I believe Johnny O does that as well, right?
Yeah, I think he does still. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what he's doing.
I've read something about him being a minister or a pastor.
Yeah.
Anyway, so will we hear any new music from Trinere? And if no, why not?
Well, yes and no. And what I
Okay.
mean by that is I did a duet with Sapphire, one of my favorite artists and one of my closest friends. I've been knowing her since the 80s. And we collaborated on one of her projects. And her project, her and her husband's project, is called The League of Heroes. So, you know, we did a song together, and it's called Breakaway, and it's a duet. It's going to be released this year, I hope. It's been a
Okay.
while. It's been a while since we recorded
What's it
it.
called again?
Breakaway,
Breakaway.
yes.
Okay. From
So that
Trinere
will,
and Sapphire. Okay.
yes. So, and she's really the only person that I really wanted to collab with, because I trust her and I trust um, her husband's productions. And so I just said, you know what, let me go ahead and do this. And so in that process, her husband, Kenny Diaz, he had a song for me. And I was like, oh, okay. And so, because it was not my intention to record for a long time unless I really felt it. I wasn't really into it
Right.
until he presented it to me that night. And when he presented it to me, I was like, yeah, I kind of like it. And so we did that. And so that single will probably come out this year. We're going to
Now, is
try.
that going to be a dance track? What type of
Yeah, it's
genre?
dance, but it is more, I would say, pop. You
Okay.
know, like sort of like, what genre is The Weekend? And it's like that, The
Yeah,
Weekend
like a
vibe.
pop top 40
Yeah,
type
it's
genre.
like
Yeah.
that. It's that vibe.
Nice.
Yeah. So those will be released, but me personally, I'm not really itching to get into the studio again like
So
that.
have y'all completed the project? Is the
Yeah,
project completed? So it's
yeah.
done right
It's
now. All it just needs to be released.
Yeah, it's going through some different mastering situations, and you know when DJs put their mix on it. Like my
Yeah.
son is doing a special mix, so that's what's happening right now. And you know, it seems like it's for me. It seems like it's taken a long time, but sometimes you know everything is about timing. Everything, all the ducks have to be in a row. You just can't throw music out. You know, you have to have a plan, a strategy if you want it to be successful, you know. So that's what we're doing. We're taking our time because anytime, if a song is a hit, it's going to be a hit a year from now or 2 years from now. It's not going to
Right.
get old. That's,
Right.
that's what I believe. And so greatness takes time. You can't rush
Yes, I
greatness,
agree.
you know?
I agree 100%. Now, you mentioned your son just now. Your son's name is Brandon Christopher, known as Miami Marcy, right? And don't y'all have some kind of project going on, you and your son? I believe the
Yeah,
album was
we
titled
have. We do.
Timeless.
We have recorded some music together, and we still record together. But like I said, I'm just not, I have to really feel it has to really come from here, you know, for it to be a hit and
Right.
for it to be successful. I don't want to just do music just for the sake of doing music. And I'm not really, and I think more of my hesitation is the fact that I'm not really happy with the way the music industry is now and the way they pay artists. And I've never really been happy with it. Even back in the 80s when we recorded all of this music, it was a ripoff back then too, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm just not really happy with the business part of the music industry. And I feel like if I'm putting out my time and my creativity, and you also have to invest. And if I
Yeah.
do that, I'm the investor. I don't have like monies coming from the air and from major companies and this. If anything, it's going to come from my pocket or an investor will help me with that. But when you get into this, you have to really have a plan. You have to, because the music is so different now. The music industry is different now. The way they pay you with the streams and Spotify and this company and that company and the social media. You got to get on TikTok. You got to. It's a lot, and I'm
Yeah.
really not in the mindset to deal with all of that.
I
I
understand that
to be
totally,
honest,
believe
like
me.
I barely get on TikTok. So,
Right.
I'm just, and I'm at that age where I'm settling more now, settling down.
Yeah.
Um, Turning 60 this year was, a
And you look
milestone.
amazing again.
Thank you. But yeah, you just have to have a lot of focus and energy. You got to have a real machine and a team behind you to make
Yeah.
things happen. So I say, you know what? If I go in and I record again, I'm just going to give the music away because
Right.
it's hard.
It's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
hard,
I
but
get
it's
it.
easy. Like the young people, they do it easy, right? But like I said, I'm not in that mindset to figure out all this social media stuff
Yeah.
and then pay the way they pay you is not it's just a rip off to the artist. And I'm not in the mood to be ripped off anymore because we went through that already in
Yeah.
the 80s. And so now it's time to be a little bit wiser with monies and with decisions, the business decisions especially. And so I'm not going to be spinning my wheels. I'm not going to be chasing my tail and chasing a dream, like trying to have a hit record and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I'm just not into that right now
You did
because, I
been there,
mean,
done that.
yeah, I mean, if the pay scale was better, if they handled the artist in a different way, oh yeah, I'd be running in the studio tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's just not like that. I just feel like you put out so much, you put so much into it, and the return does not add up unless you do
Yeah.
a bunch of concerts. But the return is just not fair. I mean, for an artist to make a good pay, you have to sell at least 2 million streams. You got to,
Yeah.
and that
That's
is only going to get you around $2,000.
yeah.
I'm like,
So I understand completely. TikTok takes 50% of any creator's earnings on this platform. Um, so I definitely get it when it comes to that because we really work hard on this
yeah,
platform in every type of creation, not just DJs, but other creators as well. So I definitely can feel what you're saying because 50% is a lot. If you only make $100 on a stream, TikTok gets $50. So, I definitely get that. But I did want to ask you this, Trinier. Now, we talked about freestyle music, and um, we all know that that is the genre that music is considered now. Back in the day, as you said, it was considered dance music before it actually was called freestyle.
right. Dance music and high energy music.
Yes, yes. Do you have any favorite freestyle artists personally?
Oh gosh. Well, I think my favorite, I would have to say, number one is my girlfriend, Sapphire.
Sapphire. She's
She is
fire.
she's one that I absolutely love. And I tend to go more for the 80s style of
Yeah,
freestyle music. I like the older stuff. I like the
yeah,
original music, from the
yeah.
old days. Like I
Good
love,
stuff.
love, love, love Betty D, Sweet Sensation.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
hooked on you. That was the jam.
Oh, that
I like
was.
that sound. If you listen to the production and the instrumentation on those songs, is fire. And
Star Point too, same thing. Object of My Desire. It had that
yeah,
same vibe as
yes,
Hooked on You.
the 80s sound was where it's at. Cover Girls, Angel from the Cover Girls. That music was hot. CNC Music Factory. Everybody dance now.
Uh, uh,
That's the jam. What?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so I pretty much lean towards the older. Now in the 90s, one of my favorites was Lizette Melendez too. I loved her music,
Very good
because
artist.
it's melodic, and together forever yours. She took her time with that and made it
Yes.
very melodic.
Hmm.
Now I just see like people are just sort of copying the next artist, and all the music sounds alike to me. The tracks sound alike.
Yes.
Everybody has these little voices, almost like I don't know, almost like nursery rhymes. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm
No, I
just
get it. I get where you're
really
going.
feel the new. And I don't even say new because a lot of it is some of the older freestyle music is sort of the same,
Yeah.
the same sounds and the same tracks. And I can honestly say the Miami, there is a difference between the Miami freestyle and the New York freestyle music. You can always hear and tell where the artist is from or where the producers are
Now, are
from.
you hearing that from the artist
From both, from
perspective
the
or
artist,
the producer
the
perspective?
way the words, the way the music is written, as well as the music.
Okay.
Expose. I mean, just think about it. Think about
Yeah.
the song Expose. To the point of no turn,
Yes.
you're taking me. It's just a different vibe. Stevie B, another Miami artist, nice and wild. John
I
Minnis.
never.
If you can feel what I am feeling, it's just everybody had a different sound. The tracks wasn't all like they didn't sound alike. Everybody had a
Yeah.
different vibe. My music, every track is different. Every track is different. Then you had your Company B's, erotic, exotic. We had some great artists coming out of Miami, Florida. Man, I'm all about Miami, Florida.
Yeah. By the way, just in case you didn't know, I think I told you the other day, but we are live right now on Rhythm 98 Radio in Miami and on the app worldwide. So I'm sure all of your fans in Miami are listening right now. And yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Miami
Yeah,
is definitely representing right
I
now for
represent
sure.
Miami, baby.
That's
We,
305, right?
I love Miami. I love like okay. So the artists that I mentioned, they are New Yorkers. I mentioned Sapphire, Betty D, Angel. I recognize good music.
Yes.
And my absolute favorite, um, and I would love to meet her one day, but she's not doing the freestyle thing. She's a huge salsa artist. I love, and I don't know if many people really remember her, but La India was really one of the first artists
Yes.
that got my attention from New York. I said, "Who is this girl?"
Her voice.
Also, there was Niobe with "Please Don't Go."
Yes.
There were some great artists that came out of New York, and Niobe was amazing. She still is, still amazing. But yeah, I would love to meet India. Her song, let me tell you, if I wanted to do a song over, it would be her, but I would get her permission first.
Here's
Dancing
one
on
of
the
my
Fire?
favorites. Yeah, this is one of my favorites by her. Since you mentioned it, I had it right here, so I'll go ahead and throw it up.
You don't have Dancing
Her
on the
voice.
Fire?
Yeah. Oh, I think I do have that one. This is Mirage though. Um,
She was
and she,
awesome.
yeah, she was produced by Jelly Bean on this
Yeah.
track, but the voice, my goodness.
Yeah. I forgot you did this. You gotta play Dancing on the Fire.
Here's the other one that you were talking about.
This is the jam.
Yeah, this is definitely a jam. Definitely a jam here. This one is Dancing on the Fire, the one that Trinere was just talking about by India. Listen
This
to
is
this
what got
voice,
my
y'all.
attention.
Too slow, too much, I don't know the sound of the running, the sound of me coming. Too late to turn, cool to a slow burn. I'm not acting steady, so I must be ready. And for go, I never take my time. I make each moment mine. And when the moment comes, it's no surprise to see the future in your eyes. I just want me tired. I want your love. I want your love. Dancing on the body.
Woo! That's it.
That is fire.
You got me all hyped.
We haven't got started yet. I haven't even played anything about Trinere yet, other than I Know You Love Me.
I
But let
love.
me ask you. Let me ask you. Speaking of music, like I mean, obviously that's what we're talking about, but more directly to focused on you. What is your playlist like? What does Trinere listen to on her playlist?
Well, it's not freestyle music.
Kind of figured that. You know, I mean, I understand completely because it seems like that's just like an actor or an actress. They never watch their movies, from what I understand. Most of them
Yeah,
never
and
watch their
I don't
movies.
like listening to my own music at all. But yeah, I love. I listen to different types of music. I love neo soul music. I love like before I get ready for every show, while I'm putting on my makeup and getting ready, I have to listen to Erica Badu. So I put on my
Right,
Erica
right.
Badu essentials and I go through the whole album while I'm putting on my makeup. It's just something about her music that gets me relaxed and ready and pumped up. I love Dua Lipa when it comes to the dance music. Love Dua. Anything and everything she does. I love soul music. I love Anthony Hamilton. I listen to old school music like Frankie Beverly and Mays. I love
Frankie
Sade.
Beverly. Oh my goodness.
That's
He spent a lot of time in New Orleans before he passed. He just recently
yeah,
passed, I think, maybe a
yeah.
year
I
ago.
go to see him. Well, I haven't gone the last 2 years, and I know he passed. But when I used to live in Atlanta, when he would come to Atlanta, I would go to the shows. When he would come to the Hollywood Bowl in LA, I'm there. I love
Amazing artist.
Fire. I like the old school music.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. No, I definitely understand that
And I
because
like the
I'm the
music
same
like
kind
you
of fan.
played. I was listening to you today and you played Jam on It. Boom, boom,
Oh yeah,
boom,
yeah. You like that?
boom, boom.
That's
Hey!
that '80s vibe. Wasn't that from Miami as well? Nucleus,
I think so, Nucleus, but
somewhere in
it has
Florida.
the Miami vibe,
It does.
it really does. All of that Africa Bambaataa. I like it. I love it.
If you were to remake another freestyle artist's song,
Yeah, I already told you. That would be India. I
oh
love
India,
Dancing
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
Fire.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
If there's one thing that you can change in your genre, what would it be? I'm asking the good questions. What
Well,
would
I
it
think
be?
I would change um, the fact that it's called freestyle. That's one change.
Gotcha.
There's a couple things I would
Uh-huh.
change because I feel like when they moved us, because it was never called freestyle music in the old days, in the 80s.
It was dance
And
music.
It was dance music, and that's how we used to chart. We used to chart dance music, but I don't know whose big idea it was to move us. And it just seems like when they shifted us over there, it became more of an underground type of genre.
Didn't get a fair shake on
We didn't get
on
the
radio at
support.
all.
We didn't get the support. We didn't get. Well, we got radio. Like a lot of the older artists, we did get radio. We still get radio, especially over here on the West Coast. But the genre didn't get the respect that it deserves.
Gotcha.
Even though other artists like Will I Am, Usher, J Lo, different ones have really bitten off of our sound and our music. But trust and believe, they don't call it freestyle music. They put it right in the dance category. Usher with the City Girls, they totally had Tony's beat because I could hear it. I could hear it
Yeah.
very easily. That moved over to the R&B charts. So
What about the Super Bowl
moved us.
halftime show when he used Debbie Deb's track? Did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
freaked me
And
out. I could not believe that was happening.
a lot of artists they take from us, but they don't give us the credit.
No credit.
And the genre is just not respected. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you guys started calling it freestyle. It's dance music. And so there's no respect on it. So that's one thing.
Okay.
And I wish that people would stop saying, let's save freestyle, and I have people saying that to me, thank you for keeping it alive and saving it. And, like saving it from what? I really don't get that. We're still working
Yeah.
and we're working more than we used to work in the 80s when we started.
Yeah.
And it's been this way for the past 10 years, like on a roll. To me, I see a growth. I don't know about any other artists, but I work with a lot of them. And what I see is something different. I see growth. I see thousands of people coming out to the arenas and to the shows, especially over here in the West Coast. They love our music.
Yeah,
They
and
love
I've
us.
noticed just from some of the videos that I see of the shows that there are more younger people going
Yeah,
out to
I'm
the
starting to
concerts
get
and the
a lot of
videos.
yeah, I'm starting to get a lot of young fans coming out to the shows, and the shows they're growing. It's not going anywhere. So I don't get when they say, "Oh, you got to save it." Maybe I'm trying to look at it and figure this thing out. Maybe they mean save it by let's get it back on the radios full force. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe that's what they mean, but I kind of take offense to that sometimes when I hear people saying, "Oh, we got to save." I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about? What are we doing? The artists that I see and that I work with, and we're on these shows, we're working, and the fans are coming out to see us, and we're selling out arenas. We didn't do that back in the 80s. We didn't do that in the 90s. I'm sorry, we just didn't. We
Right.
did not. A lot of us did not make the money that we're making now. The support, I see the support growing, and
Now you
it's up
said in
to
the last, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but you said in the
so
last 10 years, you saw it kind of moving upward. Would you say the last 5 years or so has been really like on an upward trend,
I
or
think
the
so.
complete 10 years?
I think so. It started, I see, like I was living in Atlanta up until 2014, right? So I moved from Atlanta to California in 2014 because of the shows, because I was working so much and I didn't
Right.
want to keep traveling back and forth, back and forth. So I said, you know what, I need to move to California because I would get even more work if I was right there local. The promoters would, call me easier, and I can get to the shows quicker, and I would just pick up more work.
Right.
I got tired of traveling every week. So I would say it started back in 2014, and it's just been going up and up. And it's because of the great promoters like the Alan Becks, the Bobby D's, You know, we have other artists, promoters now that's picking up the ball too, like Charlie picking up the ball
Charlie
and
Rock.
with it, you know, Charlie Rock. And I don't see where we need saving. Like, I don't need
Right.
you to save me or to save now. You know, the fans, they're the ones that determine where this thing goes, and also the DJs. If the
Right.
DJs continue to play it, the DJs are our lifeline as well as the fans. You know, I can't make nothing happen by myself. Neither
Right.
can a Stevie B or a Betty D. Any of them, they cannot do this alone. We all basically need each other, first of all. Nobody's an island by themselves. And we need great promoters that will not rob the artist and double dip and steal from the artist. You know, we need great promoters, and I work with great promoters. I don't work with shisty promoters. If you don't see me on a show, trust and believe it's a reason behind that. And it's not because it wasn't because I wasn't asked to be on the show. A lot
Right.
of times it's
I get
business,
it.
or if I don't like the way a promoter handles his business, I don't associate myself with that. You know, I say no. And it's okay for artists to say no. You don't have to be on every show and be everywhere. You don't. You don't.
Yeah.
You actually make your value go up when you're not seen everywhere, you know? And so me being on this show that Charlie's putting on, I think is that right there is proof
Yeah.
that
So that's just to
it's
remind the
proof
folks
right
out
there
there.
that freestyle ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You have legendary artists on there that was around in the 80s. You have some that came on the scene in the 90s, but it's all coming together.
Hmm.
And we're still looking good. We're still doing our thing. And this is an arena show.
Yeah.
So where's
It's
the death?
October the
I don't,
11th.
I don't
That's
see
right.
the death.
Yeah. We
What
got a
is
little bit
happening
of a
here?
delay. That's why I'm sorry if it seems like I'm talking over you. But
No, it's okay.
I just wanted to remind the folks out there that Trinere is going to be one of the artists at the concert October the 11th in Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee, Florida, at the Silver Spurs Arena. We got Trinere. We have Debbie Deb. We have Noel. We have Ann Moore. We have Will to Power. CNC Music Factory. Rob Bass. From
I
what I
love Rob
understand,
Bass.
that's one of
Rob
your
Bass is
favorites,
gonna
isn't
kill
it?
it.
Yeah, Rob Bass is one of Trinere's favorites, and I understand why. He is fire. Like
Yeah,
his
he
music
turns
will
the
get you hyped.
crowd. He really hypes up the crowd. And a lot of times they always put me on after Rob Bass. And I'm like, come on, don't do that to me. Please don't put me on. So Charlie, do not put me on after Rob Bass, because Rob Bass, I don't want to go behind that. No.
That's a message straight for Charlie Rock. If he's not listening, I'll make sure to pass that message on to him. Do not put Trinere after Rob Bass.
No.
So
No.
that's October the 11th. The tickets are on sale right now. It's at the Silver Spurs Arena, but tickets are on sale at all Ticketmaster locations and Ticketmaster.com. From what I understand, the tickets start at $35, y'all.
That's a
That
good
amazing lineup. Oh, did I mention George Lamond is also going to be there? It is a fire lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Start saving your pennies now. It's October the 11th, so you have plenty of time to make arrangements to get down to Orlando, Florida, Kissimmee area to see this show. I will be there, as well as many of these other TikTok freestyle fans or dance music fans and Trinere fans. We're all going to be there, so make your arrangements now, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be amazing. I think I have one other question for you, and then after that, if you want, we'll open it up to um the fans. Can you tell your fans all across Florida why they need to go get their tickets now for that concert October the 11th in Kissimmee,
Why?
Florida?
Why? Number one is because I'm on the show.
Hey, that's right. Trinere's going to be there.
And that's a rarity. I don't really do a lot of the Florida shows, even though I'm a Miami girl and I'm a Florida girl, you know, and the music went up the coast of Florida first. You guys got the music first. But I don't make it down there that often. And I want to, you know, I want to take the stage and do my thing for you guys, me and my team. We put on a fabulous show for you guys, but also because tomorrow is not promised. And
Absolutely.
all of these concerts with these artists and with the music that you guys love, you just need to be a part of that. You still need to be a part of that whole nostalgic type of thing, that whole energy and that vibe, because we don't know when the artists won't be here or be able to perform anymore. So take advantage of that. Like for me, I wish I had gone to that Sade concert many, many years ago. I was going to go and see her and I didn't get a chance. And I regret that,
Yeah.
And I'm just praying and praying, like, please come on back and do some more shows. You never know when the artist will retire.
They'll just quit. Yeah. For whatever
Yeah,
reason.
or just have other things going on and they
Yeah.
just want to. So take advantage of coming out, to experience their music again, experience the vibe again. And, because we also almost had a scare when COVID, a lot of us didn't work. It was no more
True.
shows. And man, I missed it. And when we got the opportunity to come back out and perform, man, that was the best show. It was just so good. So just take advantage of life. Take advantage
Absolutely.
of the music and these artists. Like, love on them, support them, and just have a good time. We need more music and more love and more unity in the world, especially now. We just need that. We need everybody to come together and enjoy this music.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have a question for Trinere, just go on and click on the guest button at the bottom of the screen. The moderators will bring you up into a box. We need you to be brief with your questions. Ask Trinere your question, and then she'll give you the answer, and the moderator will go ahead and
I
bring the
see
next person up.
someone said, I have a question. Okay, what's the
Sure.
question? I know Chanel does. Come on, where's the question?
Do we have
Oh,
anybody in the box, moderators?
I saw someone, but the everything kind of scrolls up really fast.
Let me see. Somebody said they won't miss you. Awesome interview. Amazing. Thank y'all for that. Music feeds the soul. I'm trying to scroll back for you. Let's see
Oh, I
here.
see
Everybody
it.
said it's amazing. Hello, Trinere. Everybody saying hi, Trinere. They love you. You are so real, Trinere.
Oh, I see. Someone said, would you ever do a worship song? That's awesome because actually I still am. I still consider myself a worship singer, a worship leader, and we call ourselves psalmists. When you sing songs unto God and you lead other people into um, worship and into prayer, I love worship songs. That's really my gift
Yeah.
in that area. But yeah, I would love to record one day. Um, a whole full album, a Christian album. And actually, I have something coming out really soon too. If you guys, especially the queens, if you're into prayer and you want to learn how to pray and whatever, I have something that's going to be released soon. So I don't want to give it all away,
So surprise us. But
but
I do see
yes,
a few
I
questions here in the chat.
okay.
LaFlaca's asking, who were your biggest musical influences growing up?
Oh, I had a lot. I can name a whole list. I had Phyllis Hyman, I had Natalie Cole, I had Tina Marie, Madonna when it came to the dance music, Phyllis Hyman. Those were my influences. I love Diana Ross. I took on a lot of her style a little bit, but vocally it was Tina Marie, Madonna. Those were my influences.
Okay, and another question from Chanel Ramirez. She wants to know, what's your most popular song that you ever wrote?
I would say I'll Be All You Ever Need. I didn't write it though, but I helped assist in writing it. I told them what I wanted and what direction I wanted to go in with the song. So I'll Be All You Ever Need was my best song.
And that's this one right here. Y'all listen.
Yes.
hard. Thank you. That was amazing.
Miami in the house.
You said Miami's in the house.
I see you contemplating, you're confused. So I'm waiting, so why don't you make your move on me? The feelings you hide, I feel deep inside when you're near. We're both in a crowd, you're thinking aloud and I hear. You can't deny what's in your eyes, in your
Yeah.
Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Trinere is
Thank you.
here.
Yes.
This is
Chicago
not an
love you.
illusion. It's not a mirage. She is here. Blue Eyes has a question for you, Trinere. She wants to know, what age did you start in the music business?
In the business, I would say 19. But before that, when I was in college and stuff, I was like in a band called Euphoria. So I used to do like covers with the band. I had a full band. So I've always been doing music, but I would say professionally, like recording music. My first song was when I was 19, and now I'm 60. So I've been doing this for 40, what years? How long? Yeah, veteran.
I'm just looking to see if anybody has any other questions. Looks like no one wants to come up and ask the question. Patty Hotcake says, I love you, Trinere. I seen you a couple of weeks ago in Chicago.
Oh yes, Chicago. Yeah, that was a great show. That was fun.
Chi-Town.
I don't get out to Chicago much, so that was fun.
Let's see, I'm looking for any other questions here. Everybody's saying how much they love you in the chat. I know it's kind of hard to see on our screen because
Yeah,
we
and
only
I'm
see a
trying to
couple of
read too,
lines.
but this light is like glaring in my face. What inspires you? I see one. Someone says,
Okay, yep, I
what
see it.
inspires you as an artist? You know what inspires me? Other artists. Like to see other artists doing their thing and like really shining. Like Beyonce really inspires me. And when I see her on stage, see her moves, see her outfits, and just see the energy and the drive, I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. So to see other artists like really shining and doing their thing, that inspires me. And also like when I'm at with some shows like that I really, really love, my favorite venues, and I see how much the fans really getting into it and like really loving on me and supporting me, that gives me the motivation and the strength to keep going. You know, when I see the response of the people and how they're smiling and how they just want to hug you and I just want to hug on them. You know,
Right.
that motivates me. That encourages me to keep going and to stay around.
Sue wants to know, she said your outfits are always fire. How do you create them or who creates them?
Well, I come up with the idea on how I want to look. And so I have a seamstress. I would just tell her what I want. Or I would find a picture that's very similar, and then I would change it up like, okay, make the arms like this, give me the waist like that. And, you know, I just give her my vision, and she always just nails it. So for the most part, everything that I wear is custom. I do buy a few pieces here and there, you know, but I like to do custom clothing, and I like to put my girls in pretty much, we like to coordinate. I like to coordinate, and I go down and I buy the fabric, and because I don't like to look like other people. I don't like to, I don't want to be a clone of anybody else. I always like to stand out and be different. And
Right.
I also like to be age appropriate. So, I'm not going to wear something and show a whole bunch of all my stuff showing. And I'm just not
Yeah.
that artist. I don't like to show a lot of skin. I like to dress age appropriate. And I've always been that way, even when I had like that serious slim body back in the 80s. I was still very kind of conscious and conservative because I wanted people to take me serious. I wanted
Yeah.
people to take my talent seriously and not just look at the outer. I wanted them to hear me and look at me for the talent, not for my boobs or for my booty.
They can still see your booty in
And
them
let me
jeans,
tell
but
you,
I'm just saying.
if I wanted to go there, if I wanted to go there and show something, I could show something. Okay, I got it going on a little bit,
So
but I like
Inside
to
Zone has that's
I like to
funny.
keep it nice
Yes,
and
yes.
classy.
Inside Zone has a question. He wants to know, do you have any concerts or trips that were extra memorable?
Yes, I really love Brazil. Brazil, I've been going over to Brazil since the 90s, early 90s. And I used to live there too for a short time, but the fans there are crazy.
I see the
They
videos.
love the
They love
music.
freestyle.
It's like you're still in the 80s there. It's like, and they don't change. They're consistent, they're faithful. If they loved you in the 80s, they're going to love you today and even more. They're totally faithful. They're really all about the music. I love Brazil. Brazil is one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah, I would love to visit there as well. That right now Brazil is hot with this type of music.
Yeah,
Whatever
and
you want
it's
to
been
call it,
hot.
whether you
It's been
call it
hot.
freestyle, dance music, whatever it is, they are
It's
hot.
called
They're what is
it's
it?
called funk melody.
Funk melody.
They
So kind of
started
like
calling
funky
it,
melody.
yes, they started calling it funk melody.
Okay.
They only started calling it freestyle now because we call it freestyle over here. So of course they want to be like America and follow us. But originally, when I first started going over, and not too long ago, it's called funk melody. You know,
Funk melody.
so yeah, and they that's what they call it, funk, and I like it. I like the terminology funk,
Yeah.
funk
And
melody.
they've been doing a lot of like they've been creating a lot of dances to that music.
Yes, that's what they do. And they've been doing that since I can remember. My first time over there was in 1991. And that's what they do. The whole audience, everyone, they all, it's like line dancing,
Yeah.
but the whole audience, they do it. They
Yeah,
all,
and it's funky too. Like they are really they're
yeah.
not
And
just doing standing up there doing like they're doing a line.
yeah, and they've been
They
doing
jamming.
it. And that's sort of like tradition with them. When you go to a concert, you must do the line dancing. I
Okay.
call it line dancing. I don't know what
Yeah.
they call
That's
it.
what we call it, right?
Yeah, but that's the whole audience is doing it. You're not just standing around drinking a beer and holding your phone. No, everybody dances together. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Brazil.
Right. Janet Jan wants to know if you have any concerts going to the New York area anytime soon.
I don't. They
Okay,
don't
so that
want me.
means you got to go to
Hey, they don't
Florida.
want me in New York, and I'm fine with it. They don't want me in New York, baby, and it's okay. It's really okay because if truth be told, instead of the false narratives, I was one of the first to break the music in New York back in 1984. Nobody else was. My company, they used to throw me, put me into clubs that did not play freestyle music, did not know what it was, but I still had to get on the stage with a bunch of hip hop artists and perform. I was like a little lonely girl in New York back in '84. Now, Naomi was one of the artists that I would run into. We didn't do many shows together, but it wasn't, there was, I didn't see anybody. I was like alone going to New York back in those days in '84.
Right.
And then there was India, and then there was Sapphire that came along. Um, but I was one of the first to go in there and try to get the music, going to the radio stations and saying, "Hey, this is what this is," and it was a hustle. It was a lot of work to try to get the
Yeah.
music played. But I have a huge fan base.
Oh,
They
yes,
know
you do, for
I have a
sure.
huge fan base in New York. But there's a lot of politics that's played in New York. There's a lot of control in New York over the artist as well as the venues and the shows, and they like to stop some of the artists from coming in, and I'm one of them. I'm gonna just be real and honest with you, but
Hmm.
it's all good because if it was meant for me, God is in control of everything, and God would open that door. For whatever reason, God don't want me involved with the New York shows,
That area.
and it's
Right.
unfortunate because the fans are the ones that miss out. I
Yeah.
have fans that want to see me, and it's really sad. And it's I haven't been there, and I can't even remember the last time. It's been many,
Really?
many years,
It's been
but
that
it's
long?
all good because God still provides, and
Absolutely.
where I'm supposed to be, that's where I am.
Right.
If I mean, I've had a couple of calls to try to get me there, but of course, like I said earlier, I'm about the business. If the business not right, you won't see me there.
Right.
It's just that simple. If I'm not handled like the queen that I am, I won't be there.
Absolutely. I
So,
agree.
I would love to come to New York. I really would love to do my thing, but God is in control of that. If I'm supposed to be there, that's where I'll be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I understand that completely. Pinky P wants to know if you've ever produced a song yourself, and if so, how many did you produce?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not, but I did a lot of directing. Like when I worked with Tony, I would always take him the idea. I would be like, "Oh, Tony, I need a song like this. Did you hear so and so this song? This is what's hot on the radios. This is what, the fans are asking for." I always had my ear to the streets. Like
Yeah.
I always wanted to know what was hot, what wasn't hot. And so I would always tell him what I needed. And let me tell you, I would go in the studio the next day and he would have a track ready. And we were just a really, really good team. He always listened to me, and he always made it happen. So I would tell him, "This is what I want," and he would make it happen. And then I would tell the writers how I wanted the song to go, what I wanted to sing about, and what I wasn't going to sing about, because there's just certain words I just didn't feel comfortable with
Right.
saying, or certain topics. I wasn't going to be singing about certain sexual things. I would sing about love, but it had to be in a very, you know, classy way. I didn't want to just sing about anything. It had to be melodic. It had to be meaningful. It had to be about love or relationships, about the hurt. And I would tell them, this is what the song needs to be about. And I would tell them, the writers, how I wanted to sing, like start me off low so that I can grow and go up, higher in my vocal range. So I would direct them on how to write for me too, vocally as a vocalist. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's how I did that. I know, to answer your question, I didn't
No,
write.
I think you answered it perfectly, actually.
Kind of,
Looks
kind of
like we got,
produced it. I was a director, put it that way.
that's right. Better than a producer. Um, Looks like we got a question. That's
Hey,
Chanel Ramirez. She is
Hello.
one of the family members here on TikTok.
Hello.
And I believe she
Hello.
has another
hey,
question
Chanel.
for you, Trinier.
Hello, Trinere. I have another question to ask you. Um, what famous celebrities have you worked with before?
What famous celebrities have you worked with before?
Well, when I was young, like in college, in my college days, I went to audition for Julio Iglesias. And so I got the opportunity to sing with him. I was going to travel around the world and be one of his background singers. And my father was going to let me actually take a break from school, from college, to do that. And I was going to go to Africa and all these places with Julio Iglesias. So
Amazing singer, by the way. He was. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
Julio was like, oh my God, he was the best back then, and that was a great opportunity for me. But I was only 18, and I was sort of afraid. I wasn't comfortable with being the background singer and traveling the world. Now, when I went for the audition, honestly, I didn't really think I was going to get it. I just did it.
Right.
You know, I just did it to do it. I wasn't really expecting to get it, and I did, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do, Daddy. Should I go or should I not?" So I reneged. I didn't
Oh, you
go.
didn't go. You wound up
No,
not
and
going.
I've worked with Rick James. I've been around him and his band,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
yeah, and I got the opportunity one time to sing also with Stevie Wonder.
Ooh.
Yes, Stevie. I sang with Stevie at a little small restaurant in California many years back. And who else? Oh gosh, I've met a lot of people. You know, like Eddie Murphy's, the Tina Marie's. I've met them, but to actually like sing with a celebrity, my most memorable one was Julio Iglesias because that was when Julio was like in his prime. You know,
Right.
yeah.
Does that answer your question, Chanel?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you,
Well,
Chanel, for the question.
with- well, if you're talking about celebrities, I mean, in the freestyle industry, there's a lot of big artists. You know,
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
I've performed with, I've been on the stage with everybody when it comes to in the freestyle industry, but also with other artists. You know, like your Shaka Khans. Um, oh gosh, yes, I have a whole long list. I can't think right now, but I've been on the shows. Diana
Yeah.
Ross. I've been on the show the same stage as Diana Ross. Um, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a long list. I've been on the stages with many artists.
Well, that's amazing. I want to play a track that we haven't played yet tonight. And I believe, if I remember correctly, you said, I Know You Love Me was your first one, right? And wasn't All Night the second?
Yeah, well, actually, it's kind of reverse. I Know You Love Me was the first song I recorded,
Uh huh.
but we didn't release it first. All Night was the second song that we got serious with, you know, because they figured, oh, we need to go a different route. We need to sound a little more, you know, a little more refined, a little more pop or whatever. So that's when they came up with All Night. So
Gotcha.
All Night was officially the first release, even though I Know You Love Me was the first recording. And
All
then
Night
we
was the
came
first
back,
release.
yes. And so then we came back and put out I Know You Love Me. And then I'll Be All You Ever Need, and How Can We Be Wrong, and Playing Our Song. All of those songs came out within a 2 year span. So
Awesome.
from
In case y'all
84,
don't know, that's
from
this song right here. It's called All Night.
yeah, that was a huge hit in Miami. And actually, Gloria Estefan used to open up for me. But
Really?
that's when she was with the Miami Sound Machine.
Come
But
on,
then when she
come on,
left,
baby, shake your conga.
when Epic signed her with Conga, oh, it was a wrap. She took off and left us all.
That was it, huh? This is it, y'all. All Night by Trinere. Listen.
It was 6:15, and the man of my dreams called and asked me out tonight, and I said it would be alright.
You know, it's amazing, Trinere, because
Yeah.
that that edit of the song is completely different than the one I play during
I
my
like the
shows.
old one. I like the
That's one of
original.
the old ones, right? That's is that the
No, the one
original?
that you play, I think, is the old one, the original. The one that you just played is, I think, a remix.
Okay, this is the one I usually play.
It's the same one.
No, that is the same one. Hold on. I got so many copies
I'm
and
like,
it's
am
not
I
in
going
this
crazy?
playlist. Hold on. That is the same one. Oh my god.
While I'm playing with the light.
They still like it's still fire regardless which one it is, but I'm just saying like it's completely
Yeah,
different.
there's another one that's really different. And this version was more of a radio style, a radio version. That was like the radio version. So
Yeah.
the other one was more of a club style, club mix.
When did How Can We Be Wrong come in? Like what number was that as far as recordings? You remember?
That was around number 4 or 3, but it was in '86, if I'm not mistaken. It was around '86. Yeah.
And that's this one, y'all. In case you don't know. One of my favorites as well. I like them all, but this one's fire too.
And you know what? That is time. These days.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Were you trying to get my attention?
I was.
Okay.
Now, you know, the song that is really huge, especially over here on the West Coast, is they're playing our song. That's like the number one song when I do my shows. That one everybody loves. Yeah.
And that would be this one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. That's a huge California favorite. Yeah.
Someone had a question for you in here, and they're asking about your candles and your CMOS merch.
Yes.
See,
Candles
people are true fans. They know.
candles are still available. I have not been doing the CMOS. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of work. So I haven't been doing the CMOS. I only do that like in seasons, like when a little bit ago, everybody was getting like this bug, the flu, the cold, or whatever. So then I introduced it back. I came back and started doing it again. But I usually do those like kind of seasonal, it's around the times when everybody's getting sick. I'll pick it back up and say, hey, I got your sea moss for you. You need to start taking it, and they'll order it and I'll send it out. But it's not something that I do year round because I kind of get busy. But I felt bad when I started seeing everybody sick, and I'm like, okay, you need my concoction here, okay?
Right. And what is
So
that supposed to help for those that don't know about CMOS? Like, what does that help?
it helps everything. It helps boost your immune system. It helps you with your sinuses, with thyroid issues. It helps with hair growth. It has over 92 minerals. Our body takes like 102 minerals, and sea moss has 92 of those minerals. And it's been known to cure a lot of sicknesses from diabetes, high blood pressure,
Have
everything.
to
But
check into that.
of course, they don't want you to know that because they want you to stay on medicine, and
Yeah, they want
they
you,
don't want
Big
you to do
Pharma
the
wants
natural
that money.
holistic. They
Yeah.
don't want you to do the natural holistic remedies. But there's a lot of natural remedies, from the gingers to the garlic beets, to heal you, and instead of meds. And yeah, so sea moss is it's a natural collagen. It's a seaweed. It comes from the ocean, and it comes from the waters like in the Caribbean, like St. Lucia, Jamaica, and
So it's
it's
actual seaweed that is produced
well,
into.
you turn it, you change it into, you transform it into a gel.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I get the weed, not the weed, but
The
I
seaweed.
get I get the seaweed, right?
Uh-huh.
And what I would do, I would soak it overnight and some lemons and some spring water, and then it changes. It kind of does this transforming,
Transformation. Yeah.
right? And so then with that, I put it in the blender with some spring water and some lemons and limes, and I blend it, and it turns into a gel. And then you sit it, you pour it in the jars, and then you sit it overnight in the fridge, and it turns into like a jelly, a jello. Or if you make it, it depends on how you make it. I can make it either where it's like a jello, or I can make it in a form of where it's like a yogurt or an applesauce. It just depends on what you
Gotcha.
want and what texture I want. But and you keep it in the fridge, and I mix it with fruits. I'll have like a strawberry sea moss, a passion fruit sea moss, a dragon fruit sea moss, or mango, to make it very tasty so that
Yeah.
you'll take it, because it does
Right.
have a very distinct taste alone. So some people can't get past that taste. Um,
When I
so
eat sushi, I always eat a seaweed salad.
yeah, so you'll be good. You'll be good with the sea moss then. But I like to
Yeah.
mix it. I like to make it with different fruits to make it taste really good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So another question from another fan. They want to know what has been the most challenging moment of your career so far.
Challenging moment of my career. That's a good question.
Very good question.
I would have to say, I guess back in 1991, and that's when I left the business for 14 years, and I went basically in the ministry and went basically to serve the Lord and to do the work of God. That was back in 92. It was because, I just wasn't in a happy place. I wasn't in a good place. Was a lot going on in the music business, especially, back then in those days, being from Miami. I just got involved in a lot of things I should not have, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean we
And
all.
I had to kind of straighten up my life and get my life together because I had a young baby, had a young son, and I didn't like the direction that my music was going in. And I was depressed. I didn't like the fact that the record company that I was with, it was actually Loop Records. They had one of my best. Um, I felt that it was my best work. It was my R&B album, and a lot of people don't know I did an R&B album because they didn't do anything with it. They didn't promote it. They did nothing with it. And to me, it was my best work. And that was the I Wanted You album, the Forever Yours album. And that just depressed me. And I just didn't like the way my music was going. I didn't like that the companies wasn't promoting me the way I should be promoted. Um, and so I kind of went in a whole another direction. I said, okay, I'm out for a minute. Let me go over here. And I didn't intend to stay gone for 14 years, but I did. So I had put out enough music to last a long time. And when I came back, I stepped right back into the business. I came back in 2005. I stepped right back into it and picked up where I left off. My fans was there, still waiting for me, and I just jumped right back into the game, and it
Would
was
you
awesome.
would you be surprised if I told you I have that song Forever Yours?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do.
I will always be forever yours, baby. I will always be
Woo!
forever yours.
It's got that R&B vibe for sure.
I will always be
Woo!
makes no difference what my girlfriends say. Oh no,
Words,
makes
ladies.
no difference what other people think about it, baby. Because they can't do the things that you do. Like putting that love on me the whole night through. So I'll tell a lie when I testify to the world how good your love is. I will always be forever yours.
I don't want to turn it off.
I will always be forever yours. Makes no difference how long I have to wait for you, baby.
Yeah.
Makes no difference what anybody says about how long.
That is amazing. I
That song
love
was
that song.
that song was serious.
I
That
love
was
it.
that was a serious love song. That was to my son's father, and that
Okay.
was during the time when I felt like I was waiting for him because he went to prison, and he's my producer, and so my producer ended up getting locked up. It's like I don't want to say it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I got
But
you.
yeah, he ended up going away, and that was my song to him. It's like,
Wow.
doesn't matter what people say, I'm gonna wait for you because nobody can do it like you do.
I tell you, and you wrote this. You wrote this yourself.
No, like I told you, I didn't write a lot, but the writer, his name was Michael Sterling. He knew the situation,
I
and I
got you.
told him what I wanted the song to be about, and I expressed my feelings to him and told him what I wanted to say, and he just put it down on paper for me. Yeah,
That is an amazing track, Trinia. Honestly, you can feel it. Like you can
that was
feel. You can feel it.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Amazing.
one of my favorites. I have a few of the favorites. Yeah, yeah.
So, in closing, Trinier, and I know you're a busy lady, so I don't want to hold you up
And
too much longer.
my doggies are waiting for me to take them out to pee pee.
I know it's about that time for them, I'm sure. So, let me just remind
I have two
everybody.
little Frenchies, a black Frenchie and a black
Oh,
and white one.
Frenchies. We love Frenchies.
Yeah,
We
I have
love
a
the
baby,
Frenchies.
and I have a 3.5 year old and a 10 month old.
Gotcha. So, before we go, I just want to remind everybody once again October the 11th, ladies and gentlemen, Queen Trinier will be there along with many other artists. The flyer is up behind me. The video is posted on my page. It is pinned, the very second video, I believe, first or second video. Go check out the video. Tickets are on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations. $35, I believe they start at. And tickets are selling very fast. It's October the 11th, Kissimmee, Florida, the Silver Spurs Arena. ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be amazing. Queen
Yes.
Trinere will be there. Queen Trinere, is there any? I'm trying to talk so fast and I can't do it. Is there anything else that I may have forgotten to ask you that you want to add before we close tonight?
No, you did a great job, and the audience, they helped you too with the questions. It was
They
great.
did. They
Yeah, and
did.
this is, I'm going to tell you, this is history because I've never done an interview this long.
Well, I'm honored. I am honored. I broke two records. So first of all, this is your very first TikTok interview ever,
Yes.
and then I kept you on the longest
6:15,
interview
seven
ever.
7:45. Is that what, almost 2 hours?
Time really flew by tonight.
But
Yeah.
but it was good conversation. The energy
Yes.
was great. The conversation was great. It was very smooth, and we covered some good ground. So,
Yes.
it flew by.
Yes. Rhythm 98 Miami radio. It's going to be re-aired tomorrow night as well on Rhythm 98 Miami radio, and it'll be worldwide on the app. So, do you want to say anything other than bye before we go?
No, I'm good. I can't wait to see you guys at the Kissimmee Silver Spurs Arena. It's going to be awesome. Get your tickets.
And
Me
it's
and my
arena, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a nightclub. Like, it's an actual arena. So this is a
yes.
big show.
Yeah, and the fans are going to come out because freestyle is not dead and it is not dying. We are still here and we are still representing and we're still bringing you the music that you guys love, and we are still throwing down. I know I am
Absolutely.
myself, honey.
You always throw
Me
down.
and my team, we are going to give you what you pay for. We are going to perform. I'm going to sing my butt off for you guys, and I'm not going to just do one song or two songs. I'm going to do all the hits for you, and I'm going to represent Florida because I am a Florida girl.
There it is.
I'm going to represent Florida well for you guys.
305.
Get those tickets and come on out and see this girl in the flesh.
Thank you so much, Trinere. It has been an honor and a pleasure. I appreciate you. You can stop by my lives anytime you want. If you want to drop in and say hello to the chat, I would be humbled by it. I am already humbled that I got a chance to interview you. I appreciate that, and I thank you. So,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, the Queen Trinere. Thank you, thank you, thank you
Bye,
so
guys.
much.
Love
You are
you.
amazing. We'll see you soon. Stop by anytime you want
I
during my
will.
live in the chat. Tuesdays and
Thank
Saturday
you.
nights, United Time, 8
All
p.m.
right.
Central, 6 on the West Coast. Good
Ciao.
night.
Good
We
night.
love you, and we'll see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Trinere, bye. We love you.
Okay.
What? Oh, wow. Thank y'all so much. Y'all made my job easy tonight.
Makes no difference what my girlfriend say. Oh no.
Love this song.
Makes no difference what
Thank you,
other
thank you,
people
thank
think
you,
about
thank
it, baby.
you. Y'all are amazing.
Because they can't do the things that you do. Like putting that love on me the whole night through. So I'll tell a lie when I testify to the world how good your love is. I will always be
Thank
forever
you so much. I'm still shaking.
I will always be forever yours. Makes no difference
Thank you to my Power Mix mods. Y'all are amazing as always for holding it down. Thank you, Miss 305, for handling the boxes. Thank you to Jess, Blue Eyes, Tim, Hammer, Janet Jen, The Inside Zone, Rhythm 98. Nelson, thank you. Thank you, Flocka. Mary, thank you. She was just here, y'all. I didn't fan out, did I? Love you too, babe. Y'all have been amazing tonight. Y'all really made my job so easy. We'll do one more Trinere song, y'all, and then we have to end the live for time restraint radio. So we'll do this one. One of my favorites. Let's see. Let's do this one. This is actually my favorite Trinere song. I don't know. Forever Yours might be it now. Like that song I just played really might be it. I like this one too. Thank y'all so much for hanging out tonight. Y'all have been amazing once again. Sing it. $75K for an interview. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so, so much. Just so y'all know, there will be no live this Saturday night, no dance party this Saturday night. I'll be out of town, so I will not be doing a live this Saturday. The dance party will be next Tuesday night at the normal time, but no dance party this Saturday night. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I was going to try to do one tomorrow night, but we're actually leaving early Friday morning, like real early, like 3 a.m. early. So I don't think it's going to be able to happen. But thank y'all so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Inside Zone. Thank you, DJ Moose. Thank you, Miss 305. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Rhythm 98. Thank you, Hammer. Thank you, Janet Jan, my Power Mix mods. And thank you to everyone else that hung out tonight. Blue Eyes as well. I'm sorry, Jersey Girl. How could I ever not say your name? Thank y'all so much. Tonight was great. If you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the interview, I will replay it. It's going to be replayed tomorrow night, actually, on Rhythm 98 Radio. If you don't have Rhythm 98 in Miami, you can get the app on the App Store. They're absolutely free. Or you can go to rhythm98.miami on the internet. Grace, nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, so the interview will replay tomorrow night on the radio and worldwide on the app. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, we're leaving town on early Friday morning, late Thursday night, early Friday morning. And we'll be gone for the weekend. But we'll be back here Tuesday for the dance party, and I hope to see all of you there. What an amazing night. I am just, oh my gosh. I was so nervous. You can ask anybody. I was really nervous about this interview, and it was flawless. So, and it's mainly because of you guys and gals asking the great questions that you've asked tonight. They were all on point. It was a great interview. She's an amazing lady, an amazing performer, amazing artist. She's been around in the business for quite some time, so she knows it very well. And it was just a night to remember. I'll try to post some videos for those of you that did not see the interview in entirety, but I'll post maybe 3 or 4 minute videos so you can see some of it at least. I can't obviously post a whole interview, so I will do some short videos so y'all can see it. Thank you, Miss 305. Once again, thank you to everyone who was here. I appreciate all your support. Star, if you're still here, thank you for that amazing gift. That was amazing. That just turned it all out. So thank you so much for that. Thank you all for your gifts, your taps, your shares, and your support. For now, ladies and gentlemen, until next Tuesday night, because we won't have a live Saturday, until next Tuesday night, my name is CJ the DJ. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, the party capital of the world. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Good night, and thanks again for the support. Y'all are amazing.
You are now tuned in.
Live from the party capital of the world, New Orleans, with CJ the DJ in the mix. On Rhythm 98.
I love y'all. Good night. We'll see you next Tuesday. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much.